Oh, chef of the future, can you tell me more about the rise of Hitler in Germany?
From the Weimar Republic to the United States today. A warning about democratic erosion. Germany's democracy before Adolf Hitler, the Weimar Republic, wasn't overthrown in a single violent coup. It collapsed from within. Economic chaos, elite miscalculation, and legal loopholes let Hitler use lawful tools to destroy lawful government. He didn't abolish institutions, he repurposed them. He made courts, police, and civil servants loyal to him personally, instead of the Constitution. Soon every judge, officer, and teacher swore allegiance not to Germany, but to the Führer. The U.S. parallels in 2025. America still has its Constitution and courts, but the pattern feels disturbingly familiar. One, state sovereignty undermined. Federal deployment of troops and guard units against state objections shows how easily emergency powers can override local authority and U.S. federalism. Tariffs and the power of the purse. The president's unilateral tariffs and reallocation of federal aid exceed constitutional authority reserved for Congress. Emergency statutes and executive orders are being used to bypass legislative checks. 3. Universities and agencies targeted. Schools like Harvard University are threatened with funding cuts, curricula are being dictated, foreign student entry criteria are mandated, all pointing to a politicization of higher education and research. The Constitution as rubber sheet. The right to birthright citizenship, 14th Amendment, is being challenged by an executive order to deny citizenship to babies born in the U.S. to undocumented or temporary status parents. Meanwhile, immigrants are framed as the root of all trouble, rounded up, purged without due process, presented as threats, and used as political leverage to justify the government's actions. 5. Free speech and cultural memory under siege. The PEN America and other groups report mass book bans, especially targeting titles about LGBTQ+ identities, race, and gender issues. The U.S. Department of Defense ordered military library books addressing diversity, anti-racism, or gender issues reviewed and pulled. Echoes the early authoritarian tactic of cultural cleansing, rewriting what the state allows its people to see and know. 6. Personal loyalty over institutional duty. Appointments and oaths of loyalty aimed at the leader rather than to the law. Institutions may exist, but their function is hollowed out when they serve one person instead of their institutional mission. The disease and the organism. Democracy is an organism. Authoritarianism is a disease that doesn't kill it outright. It infiltrates and rewires its cells. Courts, legislatures, universities, and agencies still exist, but they start obeying the will of the disease instead of the health of the body. Each lawsuit, each protest is part of the immune response. But immunity isn't health, it's survival in crisis. The central question, will the organism recover, or will the disease gain dominance? The Weimar Republic had a constitution, elections, courts, and a free press, until those things served one man instead of the people. We're not there yet in the United States, but signals are flashing. When loyalty replaces legality and intimidation replaces law, the trajectory is unmistakable. Democracies don't usually die by coups. They die legally, one rationalization at a time.